We often find ourselves constantly chasing after things: success, relationships, validation, without ever pausing to ask, are these really meant for us? What if, instead of running after what seems just out of reach, we focused on attracting what is truly ours? Welcome to a new perspective, inspired by the ancient wisdom of Stoicism, that emphasizes living authentically and aligning with your true self. In this video, we'll explore how you can stop the endless chase and, instead, draw in the positive experiences and relationships that resonate with who you truly are. By learning how to set clear intentions and practice the art of visualization, you'll discover a powerful way to shape your life from the inside out. This isn't about wishful thinking, it's about tapping into your natural ability to attract what belongs to you. So, are you ready to let go of the chase and start living with purpose? Stay tuned, and let's dive into the power of attracting what's truly yours. 1. Set clear intentions. Have you ever felt like you're constantly chasing after things, yet still feel lost? Like a ship without a rudder, we too can be tossed around by the waves of life if we don't have a clear sense of purpose. What truly defines your decisions? In a world where we're taught to set goals and achieve milestones, many of us forget the deeper why behind these pursuits. Have you ever wondered if there's more to life than just ticking boxes? It's time to explore the power of intentions and how they shape our life's direction. At its core, the difference between intentions and goals is profound. Goals are specific targets, like reaching the top of a mountain. But what keeps you climbing, even when the journey gets tough? That's where your intention comes in. Intentions are the deeper guiding principles, the why that fuels your actions. Goals are about the what you want to achieve, while intentions define why you're chasing them in the first place. Without clear intentions, even achieving your goals can leave you feeling empty. Think of intentions as the moral compass that helps steer you toward a meaningful life, rather than one focused solely on accomplishment. Now, why are clear intentions so powerful? Having a clear intention gives you focus and clarity. Just as a lighthouse guides ships through stormy seas, intentions help you navigate life's challenges and distractions. When you know what truly matters to you, decision-making becomes easier and your energy flows toward what aligns with your values. This focus doesn't just help with big life choices, it influences your everyday actions, making you more effective and efficient in your tasks. Plus, intentions fuel motivation. When your actions align with your deeper desires and values, you tap into a wellspring of inner drive that can help you persevere, even when things get tough. Rather than being pulled by external pressures, your motivation becomes self-sustaining, coming from within. Intentions also reduce stress and anxiety. Knowing why you're doing something brings a sense of control and direction. It's like having a roadmap. When you're driving, you might still face traffic or detours, but at least you know where you're headed. Instead of feeling overwhelmed by the myriad of things life throws your way, you can approach each day with a sense of calm, focusing on what truly matters to you. This focus also increases your effectiveness, allowing you to concentrate your energy on fewer, but more meaningful tasks, ultimately leading to a more productive and fulfilling life. But how do you develop clear intentions? It starts with self-reflection. Take a moment to ask yourself, what are my core values? What kind of person do I want to become? What brings me true joy and fulfillment? These are not questions you can answer in one sitting. They require time, honesty, and sometimes a willingness to face uncomfortable truths about what you really want versus what others expect of you. Once you've identified your values, the next step is specificity. Vague intentions like "be healthier" won't get you very far. Instead, focus on clear and actionable intentions like exercise for 30 minutes 3 times a week, or cook healthy meals at home 5 nights a week. The more specific your intentions, the easier it will be to act on them and measure your progress. Another critical aspect is positive framing. Instead of framing your intentions negatively, Like stop procrastinating, try rephrasing it as focus on completing one task at a time. This simple shift in language can change your mindset from one of avoidance to one of proactive action. And finally, ensure that your intentions are aligned with your core values. When your actions reflect your deepest beliefs, it creates a sense of authenticity that makes staying committed far easier. Once your intentions are set, it's essential to put them into action. One of the most effective ways to do this is to write them down in a journal, on sticky notes, or even as part of a vision board. Making your intentions tangible reinforces your commitment and keeps them at the forefront of your mind. Visualization techniques can also be incredibly helpful. Imagine yourself living in alignment with your intentions, feeling the emotions of success and fulfillment, as if you've already achieved your goals. And remember, regularly review and reassess your intentions. Life changes, and so do our desires and priorities. Revisiting your intentions allows you to make adjustments and stay on the path that truly matters to you. Finally, don't forget about accountability. Share your intentions with a trusted friend, mentor, or join a group that shares similar goals. Having someone to check in with can boost your motivation and keep you on track when things get tough. 2. Visualize success. Sometimes the world seems to favor certain individuals, as though they possess an unseen force pulling opportunities and achievements their way. What if the difference isn't their skills or background, but how clearly they visualize success? Imagine not merely working toward your goals, but already living them in your mind. What would change? Visualization is a practice that allows you to experience success internally before it manifests externally. It's more than idle daydreaming, it's a mental blueprint that turns aspirations into reality, aligning your actions with your most deeply held desires. Our thoughts shape our world, but only when they are focused and intentional. Visualization, a concept deeply rooted in Stoic philosophy and supported by modern science, is not just a creative exercise, but a practical tool for success. When approached with clarity and discipline, visualization redirects your energy from chasing what might not be yours to drawing in what truly belongs to you. Understanding the mechanics of the mind reveals why visualization is so impactful. The connection between the mind and body is profound, and when you engage in vivid mental imagery, your brain reacts as if you're already experiencing that moment of triumph. This is where the reticular activating system RAS plays a key role, acting as a gatekeeper that filters out distractions and focuses on opportunities. Through consistent visualization, you train your RAS to notice what aligns with your goals, making the process of achievement feel almost seamless. Success then becomes a byproduct of your mental conditioning, not just your effort. To fully tap into the power of visualization, you need to activate more than just your thoughts. It's essential to immerse all your senses in the process. Instead of simply picturing yourself succeeding, what does that moment feel like? What sounds surround you? What emotions rise to the surface? By involving every sense, your mind perceives the visualization as an actual experience, making the mental rehearsal far more effective. Equally important is connecting with the emotions tied to your success, whether it's joy, pride, or gratitude, because these emotions fuel the belief that your goals are not just possible, but inevitable. Every successful person uses some form of visualization, whether they are aware of it or not. From athletes who mentally rehearse their game-winning moves to entrepreneurs envisioning the launch of their next big idea, this technique is not confined to one area of life. Visualization enhances performance, reduces anxiety, and unlocks creative solutions, providing a mental space where possibilities expand beyond the limitations of reality. True change happens when visualization becomes a habit. Imagine starting each day not just with a to-do list, but with a vivid picture of where you are headed. Even a few minutes spent visualizing success daily can reshape how you approach life's challenges. Creating a vision board, a collection of images and affirmations that represent your goals, can also strengthen this habit, reminding you of your purpose every time you see it. It's incredible to think that the power to transform your life lies within your own mind. Visualization isn't about magic or wishful thinking, it's about creating a mental framework that guides you toward your desired reality. By practicing it, you align your inner world with the opportunities waiting for you. What steps can you take today to bring your vision into sharper focus? Take action, reflect on the process, and watch how your life begins to shift from chasing to attracting exactly what's meant for you. 3. Attract what you want. In moments of reflection, we often notice a distinct difference between those who seem to effortlessly bring their desires into reality and those who continuously pursue without result. It's not about chance or fate, it's about intentionally aligning our thoughts, actions, and intentions. This idea, echoing the Stoic philosophy of intentional living, forms the foundation of the law of attraction. Much like how the Stoics taught that perception shapes our experience, the law of attraction suggests that our thoughts and emotions act as magnets, drawing in experiences that resonate with them. We may not control the external world, but we can master our internal landscape, which in turn shapes what we attract. The ability to consciously create our reality is empowering. We are not passengers in life, carried by random forces, but active participants shaping the course of our existence. The Stoics emphasized focusing on what lies within our control, and this aligns with the law of attraction. By focusing our intentions, we can direct our path forward with purpose. Life is not something that merely happens to us, it's something we co-create every day through our mindset and actions. Before any of this can happen, though, clarity is essential. Without a clear vision, we risk being led astray by uncertainty, sending conflicting messages into the universe. Just as the Stoics valued clear thinking to navigate life's complexities, the law of attraction highlights that well-defined desires guide manifestation. If we don't know what we want, how can we expect the universe to know? Instead of a vague wish for a better job, crystallize your vision. I aim for a fulfilling career in marketing with growth opportunities and a collaborative environment. Specificity brings our goals into focus, making it easier for them to manifest. This principle extends beyond the material realm. The law of attraction applies equally to relationships, health, and spiritual fulfillment, mirroring the Stoic belief that true contentment arises from within, not from external acquisitions. Whether it's peace, love, or wisdom, the universe responds to the frequency of our inner world, making it essential that we cultivate what we wish to attract. Visualization is one of the most powerful tools at our disposal. Far from mere wishful thinking, visualization involves immersing yourself in the experience of your desired outcome, engaging all your senses as though you've already achieved it. The Stoics advocated for a similar practice, mentally preparing for outcomes by vividly imagining them. Alongside this, affirmations help rewire the subconscious, aligning it with your goals. By regularly affirming positive statements, such as "I am attracting abundance and fulfillment," you condition your mind to believe in what is possible. Gratitude is another crucial element, deeply rooted in both Stoicism and the law of attraction. The Stoics often reminded us to be grateful for what we have, for contentment is the foundation of a fulfilling life. When we practice gratitude, we shift our focus from lack to abundance, signaling to the universe that we are ready to receive more. However, attracting what you desire also requires action. Visualization and affirmations lay the groundwork, but it is inspired action that bridges the gap between intention and reality. In both Stoicism and manifestation, action is essential. Occasionally, limiting beliefs may stand in the way. These beliefs, often subconscious, are the invisible barriers that prevent us from attracting what we truly want. The Stoics encouraged self-reflection and challenging irrational thoughts, much like how the law of attraction asks us to identify and dismantle limiting beliefs. By focusing on what we want, rather than what we fear, we shift our energy and open the door to more positive outcomes. Maintaining consistency is critical for success. Just as Stoic practice involves daily reflection and discipline, the law of attraction requires ongoing attention. It's not a one-time event, but a process that unfolds with consistent visualization, affirmations, and gratitude. Trusting the universe's timing, much like the Stoic virtue of patience, ensures that we don't become frustrated with the pace of our progress. Celebrate each small victory, for it reinforces positive energy and accelerates further success. Ultimately, we are not alone in this process. The universe is our partner in co-creation. In Stoic thought, life is a collaborative effort between our inner world and the forces around us. By aligning our thoughts, emotions, and actions with our deepest desires, we attract abundance and create a life filled with purpose and fulfillment. Rather than chasing after what we want, we simply allow it to flow to us as we become clear, intentional, and consistent in our approach. 4. Do your best and let go. Have you ever found yourself giving everything you've got, yet still feeling overwhelmed by the pressure of the outcome? What if there was a way to strive for your best without carrying the weight of constant stress and disappointment? It might seem paradoxical, but the Stoic philosophy teaches us that the path to true success and inner peace lies in the balance between effort and surrender. In a world that glorifies control and attachment, learning to let go can be the key to attracting what truly belongs in our lives. The modern world pushes us to relentlessly chase after goals, often creating the belief that if we're not fully in control, we are doomed to fail. However, this mindset traps us in a cycle of stress, anxiety, and dissatisfaction. The more tightly we cling to specific outcomes, the more we feel crushed when things don't go as planned. Imagine the relief that comes from releasing that grip, not by giving up, but by recognizing that some things are simply beyond our control. This is the essence of Stoicism: do your best, and then let go. How can we embrace this balance? First, it's essential to recognize the burden that comes with attachment. When we tie our happiness or self-worth to a particular result, we create unnecessary suffering. Think about a time when you poured all your energy into a project or goal, only to feel devastated when the outcome didn't match your expectations. That crushing disappointment doesn't stem from the effort you put in, it stems from the attachment to a specific result. The reality is, our expectations often act as chains, trapping us in a mindset of fear and resistance. Letting go of these expectations is not about abandoning our ambitions, it's about liberating ourselves from the need to control every detail. But what are the benefits of letting go? When we release the need to control the outcome, we also release much of the stress and anxiety that accompanies it. No longer weighed down by constant worry, we can focus on the present moment and enjoy the process. This shift in mindset not only makes the journey more fulfilling, but also helps us become more resilient. When setbacks arise, we don't see them as failures, but as opportunities to learn, adapt, and grow. By removing the emotional weight of attachment, we gain the flexibility to pivot and respond creatively to life's challenges. In fact, creativity and flow often emerge from this state of surrender. When we stop obsessing over a particular result, we open ourselves up to new possibilities. Our mind becomes free to explore, innovate, and tap into deeper reserves of inspiration. In this state, known as flow, we are fully immersed in the present, performing at our best without the hindrance of fear or self-doubt. This is where true magic happens, when effort meets surrender, and we become one with the task at hand. So how do we start practicing this detachment in our daily lives? It begins with shifting our focus from the end goal to the process itself. Instead of worrying about whether or not we'll achieve the perfect outcome, we can concentrate on the actions we take today. There is immense joy in effort when it's not burdened by expectation. Every step forward, every task completed becomes a victory in itself. By living fully in the present moment, we not only enjoy the journey more, but we also increase our chances of success by being more focused and grounded. Mindfulness and acceptance are critical tools in this practice. By training ourselves to be fully aware of the present moment, we can learn to let go of fears about the future or regrets about the past. Mindfulness helps us to embrace what is, rather than becoming consumed by what could be or should have been. And when things don't go our way, we can reframe setbacks as learning experiences rather than failures. Every experience, whether positive or negative, contributes to our growth, This is a central belief in Stoicism. Even when we don't achieve the outcome we hoped for, we gain wisdom, strength, and insight that can help us in the future. Finding balance is key. Letting go doesn't mean we stop putting in effort. It's about effort without attachment. We still give our best in every endeavor, but we remain open to different outcomes. We learn to accept whatever comes our way without resigning ourselves to mediocrity. Acceptance is not passivity, it's an active recognition of the present moment, combined with the determination to continue striving for improvement. In conclusion, the freedom of surrender is one of the greatest gifts we can give ourselves. When we stop clinging to specific outcomes, we allow life to surprise us. Now it's your turn. Think of one area in your life where you've been holding on too tightly. How can you start letting go today? Share your thoughts and join the conversation as we explore the power of surrender together. Let's support one another in finding peace and fulfillment through balance. 5. Release control. Isn't it intriguing how we often convince ourselves that with enough effort, we can steer every aspect of our lives in the right direction? The truth is, life rarely plays by our rules. We may plan meticulously, work tirelessly, and still be blindsided by the unexpected. Our careers, relationships, and future plans are constantly shaped by external forces beyond our influence. It's a harsh reminder that the feeling of absolute control is nothing more than a comforting illusion. Well, the relentless pursuit of control comes with a hefty price. Emotionally, it leaves us drained, anxious, and on edge. We spend so much time attempting to manage outcomes that we often miss the joy of the present moment. Physically, the stress can manifest in ways that impact our well-being. In relationships, this need to control others stifles true connection, leading to tension and misunderstanding. And perhaps most tragically, we miss out on spontaneous opportunities because we're so focused on forcing everything to fit our plans. Yet there is a profound relief in learning to let go. Imagine the weight lifted off your shoulders when you stop trying to micromanage every situation. As you release the need for control, stress and anxiety begin to fade. You'll find that life becomes lighter and more manageable when you let go of the reins a bit. This not only improves your mental clarity, but also allows you to breathe more freely, no longer bound by the pressure to make everything perfect. Letting go also has a transformative effect on relationships. When we stop trying to dictate the actions or feelings of others, we create space for deeper trust and authenticity. It's in this openness that real connection blossoms. Moreover, by embracing the unpredictable, we enhance our ability to adapt to life's inevitable changes. Instead of fearing the unknown, we begin to see it as a source of new possibilities. This adaptability is key to thriving in a world that's constantly evolving. Another hidden gift of releasing control is the spark of creativity and intuition it awakens. When we are not obsessed with micromanaging every detail, we give ourselves permission to explore new ideas and creative solutions. The mental space that was once occupied by worry now becomes fertile ground for innovation and inspiration. Above all, letting go brings a sense of peace and acceptance. Surrendering to the natural flow of life teaches us to be present, to embrace what is, rather than what we wish it would be. This mindset doesn't mean you stop caring or trying. It means you focus on what you can control: your own actions, thoughts, and responses, and trust the rest will unfold as it should. If you're wondering where to begin, start by identifying areas where your desire to control is most intense. Is it in your relationships, at work, or perhaps in how you approach your health? Becoming aware of these patterns is the first step toward change. Then, challenge those internal voices that tell you everything must go according to plan. Ask yourself, what if things don't go the way I expect? You might find that the world doesn't fall apart, and in fact, new doors may open. Trust is another key component. Learning to delegate tasks to others, whether in your personal life or at work, allows you to see that people are capable and reliable. By doing so, you free yourself from the constant responsibility of overseeing every detail. Similarly, learning to embrace uncertainty as a natural part of life can lead to unexpected adventures and growth. Life is full of twists and turns, and when we stop trying to control the outcome, we often find that the journey itself is far more rewarding. It's also important to remember that while we cannot control everything, we always have control over how we respond. Focusing on this empowers us, enabling a more grounded and intentional way of living. Practicing mindfulness and meditation can greatly assist in this process. By grounding ourselves in the present moment, we break free from the anxiety of the unknown and the past. Self-compassion is equally important. We understand that letting go is not an easy task and won't happen overnight. Be gentle with yourself through this process. Progress takes time, and every small step is meaningful. In the end, surrendering control is not about giving up, it's about stepping into a new kind of power. By releasing the need to dictate every outcome, you invite more peace, joy, and opportunity into your life. So why not start today? Choose one aspect of your life where you can practice letting go, and notice the sense of freedom and relief that comes with it. How would your world change if you allowed yourself the grace to release control? 6. Let go of fear. Fear often whispers louder than opportunity, holding us back just when we're ready to leap. There are moments in life when fear dictates our choices, making us hesitate at the brink of something truly meaningful. Imagine all the possibilities we miss out on, not because we lack ability, but because we're too paralyzed by fear to take the first step. What if I told you that fear is the very thing standing between you and everything that's meant for you? In our pursuit of success, relationships, or fulfillment, fear quietly builds walls around us. It whispers that we're not ready, not enough, or that failure is imminent, and in doing so, it traps us in an endless cycle of chasing what feels just out of reach. Think back to a time when you had a chance to connect with someone or take a bold step forward in your life. Did you hold back because fear told you it wasn't the right time? Perhaps it was the fear of rejection or the fear of being vulnerable that stopped you from opening up. By letting fear dictate your actions, you may have missed an opportunity to truly connect with someone who is perfectly aligned with who you are. Stoic wisdom teaches us that fear is a mental construct, not a reflection of reality. Only by recognizing and dismantling this construct can we begin to live in alignment with our true potential and desires. Now ask yourself this: what are you avoiding because fear has convinced you that it's too risky? There's no doubt that fear keeps us from stepping into the unknown, but when you pause to think about it, what's truly more dangerous, facing uncertainty or missing out on life's greatest opportunities? The answer becomes clear once you begin to take action. Start small by embracing activities that help you build confidence, whether that's through joining a public speaking group or attending social gatherings where vulnerability feels safe. These are steps that will gradually loosen fear's grip and invite genuine opportunities into your life. When you release fear, you don't just shed anxiety, you open the door to endless possibilities. The sense of relief and empowerment that comes from no longer running from fear is transformative. Imagine living with the freedom to embrace every opportunity without hesitation, knowing that the things meant for you will find their way to you naturally. This shift changes everything. You stop chasing and instead begin to attract what is truly yours. Take a moment to reflect what fear is currently standing in your way. Consider committing to one small, practical action this week that will help you overcome it. Share your experience, and let's create a supportive community that encourages each other to live boldly. The path to overcoming fear starts now, and with each step, you'll find yourself closer to the life you've always wanted. 7. Stay true to yourself. It's a feeling we've all encountered at some point, that subtle tension of trying to be someone we're not, hoping it will bring us closer to what we desire. Yet, despite our best efforts, it often leaves us feeling more distant from our goals. The real question is, how often do we reflect on what would happen if we stopped molding ourselves to fit in and instead embraced who we truly are? Authenticity isn't just a personal value, it's a powerful force that shapes the world around us. By living in alignment with our true selves, we create a ripple effect, attracting people and opportunities that are aligned with who we are at our core. It's like a natural law: when you stop chasing, what is truly meant for you finds its way to you. This idea echoes Stoic wisdom, reminding us that while we can't control external circumstances, we have complete authority over how we present ourselves to the world. The journey to authenticity starts with understanding that the more we lean into who we are, the more we attract the life we desire. In the whirlwind of modern life, it's easy to lose touch with our true selves. With endless streams of social media and cultural trends, it can feel like we're constantly being pulled in different directions, unsure of who we really are. The challenge is clear: how do we remain authentic when the world seems to demand conformity? The answer lies in the realization that authenticity is not only rare, but it's also a currency of immense value. People who dare to be themselves, despite societal pressures, often find a deeper sense of fulfillment. The truth is simple: when we are true to ourselves, we naturally attract what belongs in our lives, whether that's genuine relationships or meaningful opportunities. Consider, for example, the life of an artist. One who creates solely to cater to trends or market demands may achieve temporary success, but risks losing the joy and connection to their craft. Over time, this artist becomes disillusioned, detached from their own creative vision. On the other hand, an artist who pours their genuine emotions and personal truth into their work will attract an audience that values and respects their authenticity. This same principle applies to all of us. When we live according to our values, we attract the right people and opportunities, those that resonate with our true essence, rather than the facade we project to the world. Reflect on your own experiences for a moment. Have there been times when you felt the pressure to fit into a certain mold, only to end up feeling disconnected from your true self? Now, compare that to moments when you acted in alignment with your genuine desires. Think of how things seemed to fall into place more effortlessly when you followed your true path. This is the magic of authenticity. When we align our actions with our true selves, life starts to flow in a way that feels natural and rewarding. To start attracting the life that's truly yours, the first step is self-awareness. Dedicate time to exploring your values, passions, and what makes you feel most alive. Whether through journaling, meditation, or simply spending time reflecting, these practices help you reconnect with who you really are. It's not about arriving at a final version of yourself. It's about regularly checking in and ensuring that your actions reflect your deepest truths. As you continue this practice, you'll find that your authenticity becomes a beacon, drawing in opportunities and relationships that align with your soul. When you choose to live authentically, the benefits come almost immediately. You'll feel a sense of relief, like a weight has been lifted, because you no longer have to perform or pretend. Instead of chasing after things that weren't meant for you, you'll start to see the right doors open naturally. This kind of freedom is life-changing. It allows you to live with confidence, knowing that you're attracting exactly what is meant for you. 8. Embrace uplifting moments. In the rush of daily life, it's easy to get lost in the noise and distractions around us. Yet, when we stop for just a moment, we might find ourselves reflecting on what brought us true happiness today. Often it's not the grand achievements or the distant dreams we chase, but the small, uplifting moments that offer the most profound sense of contentment. This mindset is central to Stoic philosophy, shifting our focus from the pursuit of external desires to appreciating the present and the experiences that shape us. We live in a society that constantly urges us to aim higher, to work harder, and to never stop striving. But what if the joy we're searching for isn't found at the end of the journey, but rather in the simple, overlooked moments of connection and peace? Consider how the quiet joy of laughing with close friends, sharing a meaningful conversation, or simply enjoying a peaceful walk has the power to transform not just our day, but our entire perspective. These moments are the building blocks of lasting happiness. Think of a group of friends who come together for a weekend retreat, not out of necessity, but because they understand the importance of shared experiences. As they gather, sharing stories and laughter, They realize that these uplifting moments, seemingly small and fleeting, strengthen their bonds and enrich their lives in ways that material success cannot. The Stoics would argue that this is where true fulfillment lies, not in endless ambition, but in the simple act of being present. It's worth asking yourself, how often do you take the time to recognize these moments in your own life? The quiet joys, the small victories, do they go unnoticed as you focus on larger goals? By acknowledging these experiences, we begin to cultivate a deeper sense of gratitude and contentment, something the Stoics believe to be essential to a well-lived life. To incorporate this philosophy into your own routine, consider starting a gratitude journal. Each day, take a few moments to reflect on something that brought you joy, no matter how small. Additionally, make an effort to create positive moments with those around you, whether through a shared meal, a simple conversation, or a group activity. These actions may seem modest, but they can profoundly shape your outlook and improve your relationships. When we embrace these uplifting moments, we no longer feel compelled to chase happiness. It comes to us naturally. There is a sense of freedom in realizing that joy is not a distant prize, but something we can cultivate every day through our actions and mindset. This shift not only brings personal peace, but also strengthens the connections we have with others, making our relationships more fulfilling. So today, take a small step, reflect on a moment of gratitude, and share a positive experience with someone close to you. Through this practice, you're not only enriching your own life, but fostering a ripple of joy and connection with those around you. 9. Practice patience. How often have you found yourself chasing after things, only to feel frustrated when they don't come as quickly as you'd hoped? Whether it's a job promotion, a personal achievement, or a meaningful relationship, have you ever stopped to wonder if patience might be the missing key to unlocking what's truly meant for you? In the relentless pursuit of what we think we need, we often overlook the simple truth: the power of patience allows life to unfold in ways far more profound than we can control. In a world that constantly pushes us to run faster, do more, and achieve everything immediately, it's easy to forget that some of the best things in life come when we patiently allow them to grow. Patience isn't a passive state, it's an active force that allows us to align with the natural rhythm of life. It's a strength that reminds us not everything valuable can be obtained by chasing it. Sometimes, what is truly meant for us will come when the time is right, and our role is to trust the process, remain steadfast, and cultivate it carefully. Today's society is designed to deliver instant gratification. We expect quick solutions, fast results, and immediate rewards, from the way we consume information to how we seek personal success. But this mindset often leaves us feeling frustrated when life doesn't unfold according to our timelines. The reality is, the most significant outcomes, whether building a lasting relationship, growing a career, or achieving personal fulfillment, demand time, effort, and patience. They are not won by force, but nurtured through consistent dedication. When we stop chasing and instead focus on the process, we create the space for things to naturally align and attract what's truly ours. Think back to a time when you rushed into something, hoping for instant success, only to find yourself disappointed by the outcome. Perhaps it was a relationship you tried to force, a career move you rushed into, or a personal project that didn't turn out as planned. Now, compare that experience to a time when you allowed something to develop naturally, like a friendship that grew over time, or a skill you honed through years of practice. The difference is clear. Patience often brings deeper, more meaningful results. Take, for example, a teacher who spends years patiently guiding students. At first, progress may seem slow and the rewards distant, but as the years pass, that teacher witnesses those students mature, succeed, and carry forward the lessons they've learned. This kind of growth cannot be rushed. It is the result of steady, intentional effort over time. It is through patience that true transformation happens. So, what areas of your life have you been chasing instead of patiently nurturing? Is there a relationship, a dream, or a goal that would benefit from giving it more time to grow? Perhaps it's time to pause and reflect. How different would it feel to stop pushing and instead trust that what's meant for you will come in its own time. Here's a simple but powerful action step to start practicing patience today. Break down one of your long-term goals into smaller, manageable daily tasks. Rather than fixating on the end result, commit to the process of gradual progress. Set aside just 15 minutes a day to work on it, and trust that consistency will yield the results you seek. By focusing on these small steps, you will find that progress comes naturally over time without the pressure or anxiety of chasing after success. By embracing patience, you free yourself from the stress of constantly chasing after things. You begin to enjoy the journey, knowing that what is truly meant for you will come when the time is right. There's a certain freedom in understanding that we cannot rush growth, and by practicing patience, we allow ourselves to fully experience life as it unfolds. In doing so, we align with the natural flow of life and attract what is truly ours without force or frustration. So what's one goal or relationship you're ready to nurture with patience? Take a moment to reflect on this and share your commitment below. Let's support each other on this journey, reminding ourselves that patience isn't just waiting, it's trusting that everything we seek is already on its way, as long as we give it the time and space to arrive. 10. Cultivate self-love. Have you ever found yourself constantly seeking love and validation from others, only to forget that true love must start from within? This is a question most of us face at some point in our lives. In today's fast-paced world, where societal expectations are constantly shifting, we often get caught up in an endless race to earn recognition from others. But in reality, your sense of worth doesn't come from chasing external approval, it comes from understanding and loving yourself. Self-love isn't just about pampering yourself or focusing on appearances, it's the foundation for how you set the standards for how others treat you. When you learn to love and respect yourself, you naturally raise the bar in your relationships and life. This not only builds your confidence, but also attracts the right things to you without you having to chase after them. Stop chasing what's not meant for you and start attracting what you truly deserve. It all starts with recognizing your own value and practicing self-love every day. Ask yourself, when was the last time you really made time for yourself? Self-care doesn't have to be grand gestures. Sometimes a healthy meal, a short workout, or a quiet moment with a good book is all it takes to remind yourself of your worth. Imagine surrounding yourself with positive relationships, with people who appreciate you for who you truly are. Self-love is a powerful magnet. It attracts people and opportunities that align with your values and mindset. When you take care of your mental and physical health, you won't need to chase anyone because the right things will naturally come to you. Why is it that some people effortlessly attract good things into their lives? It's because they understand that only by loving themselves can they truly draw in what's meant for them. And what about you? It's time to stop and think about what it means to love yourself fully. Start with small steps each day. Take a few minutes to breathe deeply. Affirm the positive things about yourself, and most importantly, distance yourself from negativity. Remember, self-love is a journey, not a destination. When you love yourself enough, you'll feel a sense of freedom from within. You'll no longer feel the need to chase things that aren't meant for you. Instead, you'll attract what you deserve. And the most wonderful part is the sense of relief, freedom, and strength that will fill you when you stop chasing external validation and start the journey of truly loving yourself. Are you ready for this transformation? Start today with small, positive actions to care for yourself. Share with us the changes you plan to make, and let's build a community of self-love together. To recap, we've explored 10 key principles that emphasize living authentically, valuing yourself, and trusting the process of attraction. When you align with your true self, the right things will naturally come to you. I invite you to join this journey. Share your thoughts in the comments, and let's support each other in attracting the best life has to offer. If you enjoyed this video, comment with a 1 share and subscribe for more Stoic insights. Remember, the good things in life find you when you're ready to welcome them.